What do you do when your partner shuts down after you ask them what's wrong? Hey, what's wrong? And they go into some sort of defensive shutdown response. What the heck do you do? This is a good question from Sarah in the community. Thanks, Sarah. This is a good one because this happens, right? Why does this happen? Let's look at that and then let's look at what to do. Why does this happen? This happens because you're with a very sensitive partner. Super sensitive, right? And it's probably a guy, might be a woman, but let's imagine it's a man for a minute. Men who have been conditioned out of their sensitivity and feelings and emotions are still extremely sensitive. And they think sensitivity is a problem, bad or wrong. So they don't want to be seen in their sensitivity. It's shameful, it's painful, it's maybe embarrassing, they could get hurt. So, honey, what's wrong? As innocent as that is, can send a sensitive person into shutdown, right? So I hope you just, we want to have empathy here, right, you shut down because you're super sensitive, and you think I'm in your space, and I'm kind of seeing you in a difficult moment, and you'd rather me see you in your awesomeness all the time. So part of this is what's going on, okay? So what do we do about this? Well, if you're with a willing partner will say, God, I'm so sensitive. Anytime you ask me what's wrong, I notice I kind of get defensive, I shut down, I do that thing, it's probably really frustrating for you. A willing person will consider you and your feelings, and they will take responsibility for shutting down, pushing you away, pulling away, whatever it is that they do, right? This is a willing person. If you're with an unwilling person, this is just the tip of the iceberg on the challenges you might be having in your relationship. What the sensitive shutdown person needs to get, so if any of this is you, any of you watching, you've got to get the impact of your behavior, of your shutting down on the other person, and be empathetic and care and, come back around and say, hey, you know what? I was so shut down there. I got so defensive, or I was just so overwhelmed, or I was so in my own thing, and I can see how I kind of dropped you, and I didn't consider us, and I want to make it better. So I just want to start by taking responsibility. That was my bad. I'm just very sensitive there. When you ask me what's wrong, I go into here I am, I'm 3 years old, I'm with mom again, and I feel like I'm in trouble, or I feel busted, and I don't want to be seen in my, in my struggle or my inadequacy or whatever, right? I don't want to be seen that I'm struggling. Come on, folks. We all struggle. But the sensitive types, this is hard for them, right? Yeah, they're not seeing your care. What's wrong? And maybe what's wrong is coming out as, what's wrong with you? Maybe it's coming on with a tone and an edge. Maybe, you got to look at that. But you can ask for this person to repair this with you and reconnect. Say, look, I'm okay with you shutting down when I ask you what's wrong. That's hard for me, but it's okay. What's not okay with me is that you don't come back around and acknowledge the shutdown, the impact on me, that, hey, now we're in some weird disconnection place, and, maybe there's something I did, cool, let's get feedback, and let's actually work through this disconnection and come back into reconnection. So try that, Sarah, and others, okay? Comment below if this was helpful, and talk soon.